Howdy folks, and welcome to a new series I want to start called Internet PI. It's basically content cop, but I didn't want to steal the name of another iDub series, so I guess we're here. As the Internet's PI, it's my job. I just hit my microphone. That's probably going to sound really bad. Spoiler alert, it did not sound really bad. Oh well, as the Internet's PI, it's my job to bring you the worst of the worst content so you can laugh at it, mock it, do whatever you need to do to just really nail in that this stuff's bad, man. And of course, we're gonna have a little bit of fun along the way, maybe give a few pointers out, a little tips, tricks, some lessons to really get you on your way. If you enjoy, like the video. If not, dox me, come to my house, slit my... Alright, anyways, on to the topic. Today we're talking about VTubers.
Flat me?
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you calling me out like that?
What? I mean, I am.
I'm just saying that my boobs aren't as big as VTubers.
Now, you've probably seen these digital characters floating around the internet with their big eyes and their cutesy little lolly voices or whatever. And, I feel like most of the bigger ones, they're not really here to entertain. They're here to milk your wallet, your soul, and everything out of you because there's no way that this is entertaining. You cannot convince me that the clips I'm going to show you are entertaining. And if you think they're entertaining, then I think you have some sort of psychological brain damage that needs to be evaluated heavily.
I do really enjoy that hot chili from Wendy's. That's kind of nice. I don't like this! Well, I do, sometimes.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
The first thing I want to talk about is authenticity. Now, a creator and their fan base. You want to keep this air of authenticity between you two, but not with VTubers. No. You are, as the creator, a character. You are a puppet. You don't have any personality, okay? You are this still carbon copy of everything else that came before you, okay? That's your job. And you can't change that. You can't differ from that or anything. Like maybe once a week you can sprinkle on a little bit of personality, but no, only once a week, one time, and that's it. If you can't tell, one of my biggest, I guess, gripes is that the market for VTubers is so oversaturated and there's not a lot of difference between them. Like, yeah, maybe the color combinations that make their characters are different, or maybe the animal their character's based on is different. But other than that, it's pretty much the same thing. It's kind of like with what happened in Let's Plays in like 2016. Everybody was doing Let's Plays and the market was so oversaturated that nobody cared about them anymore. And if you weren't one of the big guys, you weren't gonna rake in any views.
Apparently in this coma universe you're in, I'm some sort of movie celebrity or character, but in the real world, I'm a furry. God dang it, dude. I hate it here.
That's what we're all thinking.
And of course, even with the oversaturation in the market, the big ones, they're not even always authentic with their fans anyways. Let's take Kizuna, for example. One of the originals, actually, one of the big baddies, the first VTubers to really rake in the views. Now, the corporation that she works for, well, I say she, but I guess they were trying to turn Kizuna into more of a concept. At first it was one voice actor, and then the company wanted to have two, and then more and more and more, until it was just like this Hydra sort of thing with so many voice actors you can't even keep it straight what it is. It's like going to a restaurant and ordering a Coke, and they bring you a cup that's got this brown fizzy liquid in it, and that's not a Coke though. It's like they went to the pop machine and put every single soda into your cup, and what came out of it was this weird amalgamation of dyes that ended up being brown because every color that they used to dye these pops ends up leading to the same color brown. So I'm making a reference to shit, if you couldn't get that.
Neuro, have you ever played The Floor is Lava?
Yes. Me and my friends used to play it all the time. It's such a fun game. Shall we play it now?
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay? No more! Where the fuck are your parents?
Now, of course, it's time to talk about everybody's favorite subject. Your favorite subject, my favorite subject, money. Moolah, if you would. The thing that makes the world go round. So, I feel like a lot of the VTubers at the top aren't really in it for the creative process at all. A lot of them are only in it for the money, and to be a fan and to really get their attention, you kind of have to give money, which I don't like that at all. But I guess I can't just say that that is a VTuber specific problem. That's really a problem that's all over. And by giving them this money and sending them your messages, they read out your name, that sort of thing, people sort of develop this parasitic relationship, which is just gross to me. I think that's disgusting. Why would you prolong that? And I get it. Once you get to a certain point, you're not going to be able to interact with everybody anymore. You're not going to be able to say, oh, well, I read that guy's message, I'll read this. Eventually, there's just going to be too much for you to keep track of. And I get that. I do. I don't like how most people do it. I don't like how it's like, hey, dipshit, if you want me to notice you, you're going to have to give me $20, maybe $30 if I can't pay rent this month. It's just gross. Now, another thing, a lot of these VTubers put out merchandise that's kind of like half-baked, only there to rake in the moolah. There's no creativity in it at all. It's just shitty logo on a t-shirt, bam, there we go. Shitty logo on a cup, oh, another 20 million in the bank. Is it that hard to just maybe not scam your fans? Maybe just put little tiny bit in. Tiny bit of effort goes a really long way. I mean, I get it. You get to a point, you think you're golden. You think everything you do is just gonna pop off. But you know, I feel like a lot of people need a big old slice of humble pie, because oh my god, the egos with these people are crazy. And I'm not even talking about like the giant VTubers. Like, I only see good things about the giant VTubers, probably for a good reason. That's the reason they're probably blew up, is because they're not shitty people. But with a lot of the smaller VTubers, the egos are unreal. Like, you can have a similar color palette to someone you've never interacted with before, and I've seen people like literally trying to dox each other, and just it's disturbing. Like, how are you gonna get mad about this? This is somebody who has a similar interest to you, has the same sort of taste as you. It's not stealing. You didn't invent colors. Just, I don't know, if you have that big of a problem with it, maybe privately go to them and be like, hey, I don't really appreciate this. Could you maybe change this? And then hash it out that way. But I am so sick and tired of seeing so many people, VTubers specifically, because I don't get why you guys have such big egos, seeing small VTubers getting so pressed over somebody with a similar concept when VTubers haven't been original since like the early days. Everybody's doing the same thing. I cannot tell you how many times I go onto Twitch and I see the same 3D model of an anime girl with wolf ears or cat ears, because they're pretty much the same thing, and wearing a kimono that have the same sort of backstory, lore sort of thing. I just don't get it. Is that something that people are into? Is that like a trend? Is that a big, am I old? Is that why I don't get this? I don't know. I've tried to get into VTubers, and there's a few I like. Like, I'll watch some Iron Mouse from time to time, but I just don't get why the egos are so big for people who are like not making it at all. And not even the VTubers, like the egos of the fan base supporting their favorite waifus. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. If you have any sort of criticism, you say anything bad, prepare to be doxxed. You're gonna get death threats. You better lock your windows, because you guarantee there's somebody who's gonna be sneaking in to slit your throat for talking bad about their favorite waifu. It's wild to me. How does anybody think that this is okay behavior? Like, I get it. You find something you like, you want to support it. And whenever somebody comes to talk bad about that, sure, that might leave a sour taste in your mouth, but you can just say, hey, I think that what you said holds no merit. I think that you're just making a point to be arguing, and that's that. You have that, and it's done. But they don't do that. They just, like, get so angry. It's like a hate mob, and the harassment is wild with VTuber fans. Like, I don't know, man. I just open Twitter. I don't even like VTuber stuff, but I see VTuber controversies every other day, and I just don't know how this is possible. So there's one topic on the VTuber pandemic sort of thing that I haven't touched on yet, and that is the corporate overlords, the giant corporations that sort of collect these VTubers, like the Infinity Stones, and the big two are HoloLive, and the other one's like Niji Sanji, I think that's how it's pronounced. Now, HoloLive's dope. I like HoloLive. Okay, my opinions have changed. While looking for pictures to edit this, somehow I came across an old HoloLive application, and HoloLive is sexist. In the application, it asks for your gender, and it says, please note this audition is for HoloLive English, which features only female characters. That hurts, man. That stings. We don't support HoloLive on the Vapor Nugget channel anymore. We only support VShojo now. VShojo on the come up, boys. The merchandise I've seen from them and the creators that they hire are genuinely creative people who are pretty good people overall. Like, nobody's perfect. I'm not saying you have to be perfect, but if you want my attention, I kind of expect you to be a decent human being, you know? And a lot of the HoloLive creators are pretty decent human beings. A little cringy at times, but I feel like that's just kind of something that comes with VTubing. No offense to any VTuber fans. I'm not trying to like down talk you or say that you're weird or bad or anything, but I feel like cringe is just sort of a natural response to some of the VTuber tropes, you know? But overall, I feel like HoloLive is a pretty cool corporation with some pretty cool people. Now, Niji Sanji, on the other hand, Niji Sanji is just like dollar store HoloLive. Like, I don't know, man. That's just my opinion. Maybe I have it all backwards, but Niji Sanji bad, HoloLive good. That's the critique you can get from the.
Like, what's the worst that could happen? You know, they're going to run up to me and slap me in the face. I'd like to see them try.
Now, I've talked about them this whole time. VTubers, the fans, the corporations, but I haven't even really gotten into the content, which is sort of what the whole point of this video is supposed to be. So I guess you can say I'm kind of bad at my job, but the content. It is about as original as a blank sheet of paper in a paper mill. Okay? It is crazy. I feel like I can look up just funny VTuber compilation, and the clips are all going to be the same. The only difference, it's going to be different people, but the people are going to be so similar you're not going to be able to tell that it's different people. You're going to think it's just the same clip pasted 30 times into the same Sony Vegas timeline, and it's just crazy to me how people can get this big from just doing the same thing over and over again. And what I think it is, honestly, my honest critique, what I think it is people see these big VTubers and they're like, oh, well, you know, I couldn't slither my way into that community, become one of the main pillars before this person blew up. Oh, hey, here's this other person over here doing the same thing. I'm gonna go slither into their community so I can say that I was there before they blew up. And I don't get it, like, at all. It's just, I really need to script these better, don't I? Like, why do you gotta watch this little weird anime lolly play Minecraft? Why don't you go watch like a big jacked dude in his mom's basement play Minecraft? There's plenty of those on Twitch. You don't see those guys popping off. Huh? Where's the big jack dudes playing Minecraft on my Twitch homepage? I'm not gay, but I would like to see a lot less VTubers, a lot more jacked dudes on the homepage, okay? Make it happen, guys.
They're smart! Okay, go. Nice! They got 998 IQ, which is I'm smarter than them. Smarter than them.
And I guess my final point that I want to make is just the mental health for some of these VTubers, because it's not a mentally healthy career. Let's be honest, live streaming itself isn't a mentally healthy career. It's a lot of hours. Sure, you're with a Twitch chat, but honestly, it's barely human interaction. You're pretty much on your own. You spend most of your time at home, from what I see, I guess. And that just feels like amplified when you're a VTuber, because sure, the privacy aspect, I feel like that's why a lot of people do it, for the privacy aspect, but also like people come for the character. Because let's be honest, when you're watching a VTuber, you're there for the character. You're not really there for the person behind the character. And more often or not, you don't even really know the person behind the character. And I just can't imagine that's good for the creator's mental health. That's gotta like run them through the ringer. If just speaking from my own experience, when you make something, put it out there, it feels good for a little bit. And then you think about it for a while and you're like, well, you know, maybe it wasn't as good as I first thought. And then it's just kind of like wears down on you. And with live streaming, there's no cutting. So you can't make this into something you're proud of. You have to, what you said in the moment, that's what's out there. And anybody who wants to do anything with that, they are welcome to. You can't change it now. And I feel like that fact, paired with the fact that they're going to be home a lot making these videos, probably in their dark little gaming dungeon, because I don't imagine you would have too awesome of a setup if nobody's seeing your setup. I just feel like putting all those facts together, combined with the fact that most streamers already have pretty bad mental health, I feel like that just makes for this disgusting cocktail of terrible thoughts and terrible mental health. And I feel like there's definitely examples out there of VTubers who have like snapped. They've gone off the deep end. They weren't able to keep the lifestyle. Whoa, what was I saying? They weren't able to keep like the lifestyle going. And that sucks to see, because like as much as I came in here and I've shit on VTubers, I love people, man. People are awesome. And I hate to see whenever somebody goes off the deep end mentally and they just can't get back. It's a terrible sight to see. And I feel like a lot of that is just because of the career, the fact that it's very easy to upturn your entire career. Like, you say one wrong thing, oh bang, you're done, no more money for you. You do one wrong thing, oh, you better hope that you've been putting money into your 401k, because buddy, you're out of here. And I just feel like overall there's a lot that needs to change. I'm just one guy in a goofy button-up shirt for a goofy bit that wasn't even funny. What can I change? Nothing. But you, the people watching this, you can go out there and be the change that you want to see. And that's the message that I'm going to leave you off on today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please like the video. This is kind of just me rambling. I kind of had a little script back here that I would read off of, but it's more just bullet points. It's not really a script. So I don't know, was it bad? Should I write a script next time so I'm not stumbling and muttering all over the place? Feel free to tell me in the comments. I'm taking this button-off shirt now because it's like 100 degrees in this house and I'm boiling up. But if you think I was wrong, if you think VTubers are dope, feel free to dislike the video, tell me to kill myself as you would, and I will see you in the next one.